hams and glutes on a Friday. Let me show you what I did. All right guys, here we are, elite as most videos are. And on Fridays, I've been doing legs with Chris on the Neubie with CME Performance. And if you're in this area, look him up, Chris Osborne, he's incredible. But I know what most people are gonna say, Chris, like this Neubie, I don't have access to one, I can't use it, it doesn't matter. Listen, this workout, if you just do it without the Neubie, just as effective. So what I wanna do, I'm gonna explain the premise behind my leg days now. So every other Friday, I'm doing this session. So I have 2 pads on my hamstrings, 2 pads on my glutes, and I'm literally doing 4 exercises. And it's the exact same ones you guys saw today. It's a leg curl, it's a glute bridge, it's a split squat, and an adductor, ADD. And that's it. And my goal is to do as few sets as possible. So if you look at today as a total, I did 1 of leg curl, 2 of glute bridge, 1 of split squat, 1 of adductor. So 5 total sets working for my glutes and hamstrings. Then the following week, we'll put the pads on my quads. So all 4 pads will go on each. I'll put 2 on my teardrop, 1 on my rec fem, 1 on my sweep, and we'll do a workout like this. My normal standard leg day. I'll do a leg curl, I'll do an adductor, then I'll go all into quad stuff. So that can be a multitude of things. It can be leg extensions, leg press, and then usually I'll finish with some sort of squat. So that'll either be a true squat or a hack squat, and usually the leg press and the squat variation is supersetted. So it's really bam, bam, bam. And if you've been following my rebound, my goal is to be able to pull back on volume and a little bit on intensity for my legs so that the rest of my upper body can catch up and grow, specifically my back. So we're utilizing this Neubie to get even more efficiency so I don't have to use nearly as heavy weights, can save and preserve my joints, and get massive, incredible pumps. So let's take you through this workout. Exercise 1, lying leg curls. We will bounce back and forth between seated or lying, but today with a lying. Last time I did this, I got up to 110. Today we did 120. So I still am trying to be progressive with the weight with this Neubie, and I track that each week. So with this session, I did 110s 2 weeks ago. Now I did 120, and I went to failure, and then did as many bottom half partials as I could tolerate. Notice when I get to the partials, they'll start ticking that dial up. So making every partial increasingly harder. So I want to be slow and deliberate with these partials. I do not want to jerk because each rep is getting worse in terms of pain tolerance. So I don't want to run away from it, I want to run to it, and I want to endure it as long as possible. And if I only have 1 set of leg curls, I have to make it count. All right, typically next up will be the adductor, but Dwayne, one of his clients, were using it, and since this is his gym, I will always yield to the client, or a member, it doesn't matter. I'm not special because I'm filming her on the Neubie. So we simply just go back into the glute bridge. So 2 weeks ago, I got up to 5 plates for 10. So I told him, I was like, fuck it, let's go 6 plates. So I did, and I'm getting 12 with 6. So super stoked with that. It was horrible, it was excruciating, but I know in my heart, like, it is gonna work. This is gonna make my glutes and hamstrings better on stage the next time I compete. So we're gonna crush this glute bridge, as it was just top to bottom of my glute was getting murdered on this. So I did 6 plates for failure. I rested 2 minutes. We pulled half the weight off, so we're down to 3 plates, and then let's go to failure again. And if you notice, I think that was around 15-ish. And again, I tell him like a target goal, and it's a mixture between my muscle failing and him tapping me out with the Neubie. So he'll just keep taking that up every couple reps, making the set harder and the weight feel heavier despite it not going anywhere in terms of weight-wise. So incredible back offset here. All right, so 2 weeks ago, we just simply did a 50, then the band is my body weight. And I said, know what, we're gonna make it harder today. So at 60 pounds and do 8 to failure with an 8-second iso hold. Then we drop down to the 30 and do 8 with an 8-second iso hold. Then I drop that 30, just the band for 8 and an 8-second iso hold. And then finally I finish up with just my body weight for 8 and an 8-second iso hold. This little John Meadows desk set with a band added to it plus a Neubie. This is next level glute annihilation. And if you notice here, I have the ramp under my toe, and the purpose of that is just to make sure I'm driving from my heel and getting as much hamstring and glute action as I possibly can, and not nearly as much knee flexion as I say would on a quad focused day. All it took was 1 round there. I did 1 leg, rest 2 to 3 minutes, do the other leg. We didn't time it, I just waited for my heart rate to get back down. using last stand day Adductor ADD. I absolutely love this piece. It feels incredible. And especially ending with it, Chris looked at me and goes, why don't we just nail 100 reps? And I was like, all right, fuck them, let's do it. So I put 110 pounds on there, which isn't heavy. And I just do as many reps as I could, make it into rest pause. So I think I got 50 on the first like mini set. And all I know is that I got to the point where I hit 85, and then I finished 85 to 100, and sadly, Chaz's camera got max memory, and that's because I talked too much. So we did not get the last 6 reps or 5.5 reps. Know that I did get 100. We'll have to get it on camera in the future if you don't believe me, but trust me, I did. And my adductor's gonna feel it tomorrow. If you look at this entirety of the session, it's very time efficient. I think it took us like 41-ish minutes. I'm over here filming wrap up, and it's still under an hour. And that's after taking the pads off, putting the pads on, washing my hands. So with this Neubie, I'm able to go faster. It's not like nearly as many warm-up sets and feeder sets. I can get to my working faster, and then my recovery is still the same. So these sessions can fly by, but right now my hamstrings and glutes are absolutely smoked. So if you like this video, guys, like, share, and subscribe. Christmas, CB.